Well, back up in Algonquin Park at Kingscote Lake this time, going in for 2 nights, but this time I'm bringing somebody who has never done backcountry camping, only went camping once before. So it's gonna be fun. So I'll introduce you to Adrienne.
Excited, nervous? Let's see what happens. Although this feels really awesome. Yeah, no, I gotta go the other way. Where are we going?
Oh, I'm just filming, that's why we're turning.
Okay, I got in.
Awesome. The canoe is loaded. We are gonna get going. We're paddling all the way across Kingscote Lake.
We there yet?
We are on our way. This is so great to be back out here. It's amazing. We are camping on Kingscote Lake, right at the bottom part of Algonquin. Chose this lake because it's a relatively easy thing to do. We just put in and paddle across the lake.
Yeah, I've only been in a canoe once, so being able to get into it was a little unnerving, but once I was in it, it was actually really nice. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be to paddle.
We have paddled all the way up to the north end of the lake. There's a really nice site there, the nice rocky sort of lookout area where you can sit and be in the sun. It's really, really nice.
I haven't really done any camping so much. I went car camping a couple of weeks ago in July with Ben's sister, and I've gone a couple times when I was a kid. But this is out of my realm. This is out of my experience, so it's going to be interesting to see how this goes.
Once we arrived, we set everything up. I set up my tent style Una tent, quite high up in the trees. I like being high up in the trees.
Setting up camp was fairly easy. It was easier, I think, than I expected. The tent was really simple to set up. Stick a few poles in and up it goes. The site is beautiful. It's so peaceful out here.
For much of the first day, we just enjoyed where we were. It was beautiful weather, sunny, warm, sat out on the rocky area, just enjoyed the weather. Went in for a bit of a swim. The water was actually quite fine too. It was really, a little chilly at first, but really nice and refreshing once you were in there. We also did all the things you need to do around camp. We gathered some wood. We had a small campfire the first night, mostly just for cooking. The stars were amazing. We had clear skies at night. So I was sitting out, Adrienne sat out the first night as well, looking at the stars. Took a whole bunch of pictures, and we had a good night.
Barbecue pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Campfire pizza.
Well, it's still fairly early. We're up, it's 9:30, and we're gonna paddle. Well, we paddled over to the close by Portage Trail, and we're just gonna go hike along that and check out what it's like and see what the other lake looks like. Leaving the canoe here, not gonna bother taking it. Just gonna go for a nice morning hike. So we hiked along the portage. It was a really nice hike. Actually, it wouldn't be that hard a portage to do. It's about 1,300 meters. Nice. Did have one great bit of excitement on there, which I'm so happy for. So guess what we just saw? Did not catch it on camera, unfortunately. We're hiking along the trail. Yeah, this bear.
I heard this noise and saw him stop. I stopped, and then there was just like this commotion that just went off into the bushes, and I was like, oh my God, what was that?
It's this big black mass just barreling through the forest.
My first thought was it was a deer, and I was really hoping it was a deer until I saw the color, and I was like, oh my God, that's not a deer.
He's scared of us. He's not gonna bother us, he or she.
Fortunately, it went the other direction, so it wasn't as freaky as I thought it would be, but it was quite an experience.
That's awesome. Your first backcountry camping trip and you get to see a bear. That's the second bear I've ever seen in all the years I've been out in the backcountry, so that's pretty cool. A little later in the day, we decided to go paddle around the lake. The wind had calmed down. It had been windy most of the day, so we paddled just around the rest of the north part of the lake. Checked out one of the other campsites across from us. I don't think I'd want to camp there. It would be in a lot of shade throughout most of the day. Where we are is probably one of the best sites on the lake, so I'm happy we got this. So our final day, all that's left to do is pretty much pack up and paddle out. I've had a great time. I hope Adrienne had a good time out here, especially for her first time.
I thought it was a lot of fun. I had a really good time. It was easier than I expected it to be, but we had great weather, like fantastic weather. And the bugs really weren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. And just, you know, it was a really good experience. So I would do it again.
The site that we're on right now, we're just about to leave, but we're waiting for Tim. Tim is actually paddling in today to camp on his own, do a little solo trip, and he wants this site. And I know the lake will start getting booked up today, so we're just waiting for him to arrive. He's later than he said he would be.
It's been, actually the weather's been fantastic.
How was your paddle?
It was long. It was very strong wind, just dead dead against me. I couldn't get any shelter from either side, so it took way longer than it normally does. But this looks like a nice site. The people that were here before looked like they took care of it well.
How long you staying?
3 nights.
Cool.
So hopefully the people before me left lots of wood.
That's it for this trip. It was a lot of fun, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Have a good time.
Enjoy. Don't hurt yourself.
See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoy these videos, and if you do, please subscribe, hit that bell, get notified when more videos are up, and look forward to having you on our channel.